All right. Hey, guys. Welcome to our Team Fit Force call. Today is May 27th, I think. And today, what I wanted to do basically is just we're going to talk a lot about inviting. We've got a lot of people who are pushing for some really big goals. We've got some that are hitting it. We have a great group of people going in our Boss Babe partnership right now. We're pushing for Success Club because it's the end of the month and we have a few more days to lock that in and make sure that we're hitting that. And I've just been getting a lot of questions lately about, what to say to people. How do I find them? I'm hearing a lot of objections from you guys about, not knowing people and not sure how to approach them, what to do with like pages or how to message people. So I figured what I would do today is kind of just start the entire process, and we are going to talk about that a little bit. So one of the things that I want to start with is basically going to be your social media. Your social media presence before you even start to think about messaging someone or, talking to them about fitness, or about their goals or any of that stuff, you want to make sure that if you were to scroll through your Facebook page, what are people going to see? Are they going to see things on there that show people that you're a coach? Or are they going to show people that you are someone that is inspiring through what you're doing, through your own actions? Are you posting pictures of your workout? Are you posting pictures about motivation? Are you posting pictures about your life as a mom or whatever your lifestyle may be? You want to make sure that the things that you're posting are clear, that they have a great eye-catching presence to them. You don't want them to be too cluttered and too busy because people are not going to look at that either. You don't want them to look too salesy because people aren't going to look at that either. Something that is simple but has a little bit of pop to it is going to be perfect. So if you need examples of that, I would say go and look at other successful coaches' pages. Look at what they are presenting. Look at what they're posting. Some great examples, go to Lindsay Matway's page, go to Anita Myron's page, go to any of the top 10 coaches and find one that you personally relate to. You want to find a coach that you think talks like you, somebody who is interested in the same things as you. Post things that you would post about and look at their page. Look at the way in which they're presenting their business to people. They're presenting their life, but you want to present your business to people, and you don't want there to be any question about whether or not you're a coach, or whether or not you're doing something that is inspiring. You want them to be on that same journey that you're on. You want them to feel like they want to come to you. So, or that they want to join you in doing it. You want it to be fun. So I would say do that. The second step is going to be, before you start messaging and inviting people, one of the important things to know is, who are you going to be messaging? Who are you going to be reaching out to? I mean, you want to reach out to as many people as possible, but also when it comes to coaching and things like that, you want to be messaging people that you actually want on your team. But who do you know that who is that niche market? Who is that customer? Who's that dream team, coach that you want on your team with you? So what I want you to do is sit down and make a list. Use a list of yourself. Who are you? What do you look like? What does your dream potential coach look like? What are some of your best friends' personalities? What are their traits? What are the things that you're into? What kind of clothing do you wear? What kind of, what's your brands that you like? I mean, it can really be anything. It's like the wine that you drink, or the makeup that you use, or maybe it's the type of car that you drive, or maybe it's the town that you live in, or the type of town, like, whether you're a city girl or you're a country girl. You want to use those different things and figure out what kind of person do you want on your team. So that is going to be super important when it comes to starting to message people and to be, reaching out. You want to be reaching out and looking for those dream team members to have with you. So now let's get down to, recap real quick. You have your social media is on target. You've got good, nice, clear pictures. You're posting one thing a day, every day, that is inspiring, motivating, adding value to somebody else. You're not just sharing, websites and blog posts from other people. You're putting yourself into your page. And you know now who your niche customer and niche market is. Those are the people that you're targeting. You don't want to reach everybody. You're reaching just those people that you want to be working with, the people that are going to join you. So now when it comes down to your power hour, what I'm going to do with you guys today is I'm just going to share exactly what my power hour actually looks like. Now, all of this stuff is actually in the Team Fit Force training website. It is part of our Jumpstart training. I have the scripts that I use in there. I have sample conversations. I have actually listed out for you what my power hour actually looks like. And I'm going to share that with you guys today. So basically, when I log on, and this goes back to people saying that they don't know where to find people, or that they just don't know who they should be reaching out to. Well, here's an easy way. What I want you guys to focus on is doing at least minimum 70 invites a week. Instead of focusing on the sale, focus on how many people you're actually going to reach out to. How many people are you going to be in touch with? And how many people are you actually going to be presenting either the business opportunity to or the coaching opportunity? For me personally, I'm doing at least 50 a day. I know that sounds crazy, but it's actually really easy to do. And here's how. So when I get started, I have if I do nothing else that day, if I'm not answering emails, if I'm not doing anything, this is what I'm doing. I hate messaging people. I hate doing the reaching out part. I just don't like it. It gives me severe anxiety. So I try to crank up the music and set the tone and get in the mood to start doing it. And this is what I do. So the very first thing that I do is I go to the little birthdays tab that's on the side. You guys, everybody has birthdays. So a lot of us have mutual friends in common, but who cares? What you need to do is go and click on that person's birthday. The list pops up. And generally what people do is they just go down the list and say, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Well, what happens is you're getting clumped in with everybody else. So I go down the list and I look at the names that are on there and I think about my niche customer and my niche market. I actually click on that person's page and check out their profile, and I leave comments on their pictures, and then I shoot them a message. And I say something as simple as, hey girl, happy birthday. I hope you had an amazing day. It's been a long time since I've chatted with you. I would love to catch up. That's it. Something as simple as that. If it's somebody that I have talked to recently, then I just shoot them a message and I just tell them that I hope they had an amazing day, and I leave them a comment or a compliment about something recently that I saw on their page. You can do, usually on your birthday list, there's usually at least 2 to 3 people. Some days you get lucky and you'll have 10, and there's your 10 for the day. But that is just the 10 people that I've kind of reconnected with. That's a start to have that list. I track down the names of the people that I reached out to. I have them in my little notebook and I write down their names like this. And I write a little note that says what, the date that I talked to them last, and a little note about what I said. The next thing that I do is I do my Hey Girls. I will go, and this is actually really easy. You can just go to one person that you're friends with that maybe you haven't talked to in a while and just drop them a little message that says, hey girl, I was checking out your page and I saw X, Y, and Z. Looks like things are great. I would love to catch up with you sometime. That's it. Same thing as birthdays, but I do it to somebody else. Now, what I do is I go to that person who I just Hey Girled and I leave comments on their pictures, but I also go to their friends list. If you go to their friends list, a lot of times you have a lot of people that you're mutual friends with. So I will go into her little people that I might know or mutual friend box that's on the side, and I'll be like, oh, I know her. click and I'll, hey girl, that person. And I can generally get about 10 hey girls right off of that one friend's mutual friend column. I can also add friends because it'll tell me that it thinks she's friends with this person and they think that I might know that person because we also have a lot of mutual friends in common. So now I've done all my hey girls and I just added 10 people just by clicking on one person's profile. That's it. The next thing is to add your 10 people, making sure that you're doing that. For me, I add 10. I know that we say 3 to 5, but if you want this to be a 6-figure earning business and you want to do it quickly, you need to be doing way more than 3 to 5 people a day. You need to be reaching out to at least 10 a day and adding at least 10 a day. And you can do that. There's that little bar if you're on your phone that pops up on Facebook, like underneath a few of the I don't know, it pops up and it says people you may know. I can sit there while I'm in my car right after I drop my kids and scroll through that and be like, oh yeah, I know her, add. Oh yeah, I know her, add. And I will go to their profile, check out their profile page and see if there's somebody that I would want to be friends with and like be in touch with, and I will add them as a friend. It's not my decision on whether or not they say yes and add me as a friend. If they think that they don't want to be friends with me, or they check out my profile and think, oh, I don't want to, you know, I'm not going to add her, then they're not going to. But at least you put it out there and you tried to add that person. So let them make that decision, not you. The next thing that I do is I clear out my friend requests. So I go into my friends, and then there's that little tab that'll say like, you know, friends requests, and it'll let you know like how many are still outstanding. Well, if it's somebody that I've sent it out to and it's been a week and they still haven't accepted, then I delete the request. And the reason being is that if you have too many outstanding requests, then you're going to go into what's called Facebook jail. They're going to think that you're adding everybody and anybody just for any reason, and you're going to get locked out. So make sure you're removing requests. Then what I do is I go into my activity and I see who has actually accepted my friend request. And I go back through from the day before and I go to each person that had accepted my friend request. I click on their profile and I go to their pictures, and I kind of just scroll through their newsfeed and I leave comments on their pictures. And then I'll shoot them a message that just says, hey, thanks for accepting my friend request. You know, if there's somebody that I think I actually know, or I'll just leave like a little comment about something that I saw on their feed. So for example, yesterday I added a couple of girls who used to be, or who are, Redskins cheerleaders still. And I noticed that they were on their calendar trip. So I added a couple of those girls because we have a bunch of mutual friends in common. And I commented on their pictures when they accepted my friend request. And then I went into their message and just sent them a message and said, you know, hey girl, thanks for accepting my friend request. It looks like you guys had so much fun on the calendar trip. Man, I miss those days. I'd love to hear more about it. You know, what did your suit look like? Or what was your shoot like? And I just asked them questions about that because, you know, they're going to want to share about what they did. They're excited about their calendar shoot that they just did. So I'm starting to build that relationship, and, you know, I'm telling her that she looked beautiful, that it looked like they had a lot of fun. Just comment and compliment, you know, them, and then ask a question. This is called CCQing. You leave them a comment, you give them a compliment, and you ask them a question to start building that relationship. You can also do this on Instagram. If you have Instagram account, if you have an Instagram account, you can totally do this in such a short period of time. Just go and search hashtags for things that you wanted to be looking for yourself. Like maybe you're looking for a great recipe for chicken that night. So you hashtag, you know, chicken, or you hashtag clean recipes, and you pull up some images on your search and explore of something that catches your eye. Go to the picture, click on the picture. Let's say that it's great, and you leave them a comment and say, oh my gosh, that looks amazing. Did you make it yourself? That's it. I would love to have that recipe. Something like that, you know, just leave them a question that's going to invoke a response, and you can start building that relationship. You can easily do 10 of those in no time at all. I mean, honestly, I hide from my kids in the bathroom sometimes because it's the only peace and quiet I get, and I can knock that out in no time flat. But the next thing that I do is doing the, check the friend requests, doing the 20 CCQs. So I actually do 20 of those. I do 10 on Instagram and 10 on Facebook. And then I start to actually go into like my actual invites, like where I'm actually asking people to be a part of a challenge group or a part of something. So I'm going to give you guys some examples of what I say. One of the ways that I actually invite people to a challenge group is I use my like page and the people that have liked my like page, or maybe they left a comment on one of my pictures or something like that. I just pick somebody who has shown a little bit of interest in me and my page, what I do. So let me pull one up for you guys real quick. Here you go. So I say something as simple as this. Hey lady, thanks so much for liking my page. I would love to get to know you a little bit more. I run these challenge groups and I was wondering if you would be interested in joining. I've learned a lot about health and fitness and how to maintain a positive mindset. It's a great group of people and just a whole lot of fun. Would you be interested? A lot of times I'll get crickets, but generally if I'm sending out 10 of these a day, I usually get one person back that says, yeah, sure, I'd love to hear more about it. What's it all about? So then that just kind of invokes a response. And that is where I start to go into my script that I use on how to communicate with people and doing the whole form process, which I'll get to that in just a second. I'm going to read out like basically an example conversation that I had with someone that went from just sending this message and saying, hey, do you want to join me? Or are you interested in this? To her actually signing up as a coach. The other conversation that I have with people is to like cold message people about coaching. And I have like a little note on my phone that I use for invites. And this is something that I send to people if I find something on their page that's kind of like, showing me that they might be interested in becoming a coach. Maybe I see that they work out a lot, or maybe I just love their page and feel like they would be a great addition to our team, whether it's fitness related or not. Maybe they're just really great with social media and they're taking a ton of pictures of themselves and their kids and, their outfits and stuff that coaches do. I'll send them this message and I just say, hey lady, while I was surfing around the Explore page today, I happened to land on your page and wanted to shoot you a message. I have a team of fitness coaches, Team Fit Force, and I was wondering if you would be interested in hearing more about a new business venture for you. I know it's odd to get a message like this, and I always feel weird sending them, but sometimes I just have to ask. Let me know. And then when she responds to me, if it's on Instagram, then I ask if she has a Facebook or an email page, an email address, and just explain that it's easier for me to communicate through that. And then I ask to hear more about them. And I just tell them that the details are based on them. And that's part of the script, which I'm going to go into with you guys in a minute. So those are just some examples of A, how you can find people, 2, how you actually go about inviting them. And, you should be doing a lot of these. If you guys notice, like I did the 10 Hey Girls, I added 10 people minimum. I did my happy birthdays. I did 20 CCQs and 10 to 15 invites. That's almost like 70 people in one day. So you can totally do that and you can do it in less than an hour, but you have to focus on doing this. You have to do that so you can grow your business. And, like we posted the other day, it's about following up with people and checking in with them. And following up doesn't mean just responding to somebody who said, yeah, I'm interested. It means following up with people that you hey girled and finishing out that conversation and, just building that relationship with people. So what I want to do now is I'm going to read to you guys basically from one of the scripts. And this is I sent a message to someone that asked if she wanted to join my challenge group. And she responded to me and said, yeah, sure. That sounds like, that sounds great. What is involved? Can you give me some more details? And here's what I said. And I'm just going to basically read to you guys. I pulled up the message. It says, Hey girl, I'm so glad that you messaged me. Basically, this challenge group is a small group of ladies here on Facebook, all working together, sharing tips, advice, motivation, etc. The current group that I'm running is going amazing, and I know that this one will be just as great. Besides, when we start, and I give them the date, the little details actually depend on you. If you have some time, I would love it if you would share with me what your current health and fitness goals are. What are you doing now? What's working? What's not? Where do you see yourself in the next 21 to 30 to 90 days? Is there any specific weight loss goal that you are working towards? Where do you feel you need the most help? Things like that. Every person I work with is unique in their own way, and that means that what I can offer you is different from the next person. So the more you share with me, the more guidance I can give you. So let's start here and we'll go from there. She messaged me back and she said, you know, great, my current health and fitness goals are. She read, I'm not going to read you the whole thing for that, but basically she said that she wanted to lose about 20 pounds, tone up, feel better. Her eating habits are pretty crappy. She loves dessert. That's her downfall. She needs something to hold her accountable because she loses motivation. That her daily exercise is basically chasing after her kids. She's a stay-at-home mom and she works part-time. And she's just having a hard time finding the time and staying motivated to actually do her workout and to eat healthy without just grabbing like a healthy choice microwavable meal or something that's easy. If she doesn't skip her meal altogether. So what I said is I added a little personal like note about her because it was just something that I heard. And then I said, okay, so what I'm hearing is that you need accountability and support more than anything. Short and simple workouts are best for you, and you will do better when you are told what to do and when to do it. And you could use a little guidance with the food aspect as well. Maybe some quick grab and go options would be great for you. Does that sound right? She said, yes, that sounds spot on. So what about a superfood, nutrient-dense meal replacement, quick grab-and-go snack option, and a meal plan with a shopping list with 30-minute workouts that are written out for you every day? You can follow a trainer in your own living room, and it'll take the guesswork out. I'm going to be there to walk you through it every step of the way. Based on what you've told me, this is the best option for you. It's fitness, nutrition, and support, which will equal success. Basically what you would get is a 30 to 90-day fitness program that's proven to work, a group of 10 to 20 other ladies who are going to be with you every step of the way. The ladies are on the same mission as you, and the support will be priceless. A 30-day supply of dense dose of daily nutrition packed with superfoods, which will help clean out your body, and a customizable meal plan, and of course, me as your coach to guide you through. Does this sound like something that would work for you? She said, that plan that you laid out sounds spot on. How much is the service? So I responded, so the cost is totally based on what you need and what you decide to go with when it comes to workouts and nutrition. So let's nail that down first, and then we'll circle back to the cost. Each program is different in price. I have a few in mind, but I want to make sure that you are doing something fun that you're going to want to do and stick to. So if you have time, will you answer these questions for me? I can send you a few video previews of workouts that you can choose from, and we will get you all set up to order today, and we will get you into the group with plenty of time before we start. I asked her basically just what did she enjoy doing in the past? What does she have a passion for? What has she tried? Zumba, kickboxing, running, weightlifting, boot camp, HIIT, Pilates, cardio, anything she hates doing. How much time does she have to commit? She responded, I also said, I know it's a lot, but everyone gets a real honest recommendation from me, so please take the time to answer these and tell me anything else about you that you would like to share. You can't tell me too much. We can only assure your success if we start right. So glad you reached out, and I'm excited to get to know more about you. She said she's tried kickboxing and she's not a fan. She likes lifting weights and she likes yoga. She's not a huge fan of cardio, but she does it. I don't have a passion for anything really, not yet anyway. I can commit to about half an hour a day. So my response, and she asked again, what's the cost? So I just said, again, we'll circle back to cost, but so based on what you said, I have a few programs in mind. I'm thinking about the 21-day fix. I think it'll be best for you it will help you with learning portion control and healthy balance, not just healthy choice meals. It's more weight-based workout, and it's really for anyone, and I just love autumn. Pio is fun. And it is a yoga Pilates based program. It's basically yoga for hyper people. It's a program that's super low impact, and all of the programs come with the nutrition shake, which makes for easy grab and go nutrition. And you'll also have the nutrition guide. It'll make it simple for those crazy mommy mornings. As an added bonus, they're only 30 minutes, not an hour. Here are some previews of the workouts I mentioned. You have a few minutes to check these out. They're short. Once you have watched them, let me know which one you think you can really commit to, and we'll talk further details. I know that sometimes it might not be a good time, but if you don't have time to watch them right now, just let me know when you may be able to check them out. I gave her two choices. I gave her the 21-Day Fix and PiYo, and I didn't give her the link to buy the program. I gave her a link to the video of the program that you can find in coachingcoach.com. Then she responded to me and she said, thanks for the email. I got a chance to watch the videos. I think I'm leaning towards the 21-Day Fix. I like the idea of the portion control containers. Let me know what I need to do next. That would be great. Thanks. And I just responded, this is kind of like the final, now that we've responded. If you notice, we've had about 5, 6, maybe even more conversations back and forth. I've gotten to know a lot about her, what her needs are, what her goals are. I've added value to what I can provide for her. I've let her know how the shake is going to help her, how the workouts are going to benefit her, and the problems, the issues that she's struggling with right now. Basically shown her how this is the perfect solution for her. It's got everything that she needs. So my response is just great. I love the container system with the 21-Day Fix, and really just how it teaches you eating for a balanced lifestyle every day. So much better than a strict diet. You will not be alone in this journey. You will also have about 15 to 20 other ladies that are on the same mission as you. We're going to get you started in that group. So for everything in this challenge, your total investment is going to be $160. $130 of that is the meal replacement, the dense nutrition shake that we talked about. The breakfast, that breaks down to about $4.45 a shake. I replaced my lunch with Shakeology because I hate lunch foods. It's a heck of a lot cheaper than most meals such as Chick-fil-A, Subway, Zoe's, Starbucks, and 100 times healthier. So my husband and I take it out of our grocery bill every month. We are replacing our everyday lunch foods with Shakeology, or my husband has it for after dinner dessert. So we're not buying those things in the store anymore. We ended up breaking even, and when we look at it, we aren't spending, as if we aren't spending extra, so it really just replaces what we already have. I actually get it for about $3.45 a shake because I'm a coach, so you're really only spending about $30 for this entire challenge. Here's the link to grab your challenge pack. I give her the link for the one that she said she wanted. And then I explained, this will take you to the page. Use the drop-down menu, blah, 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 blah. I explained to her that if you have a dairy allergy or a sensitivity to that, then maybe they should go for the vegan flavors. I tell them to add it to their cart, do the checkout, click submit. Like, I really walk them through step by step of exactly what to do, so there's no questions asked. Then I ask them to email me their order number when they're done. I say, once that you have that placed, shoot me over your order number as well so that I can have it and I can get you added to the group and ready to rock. We don't start until June, but I will send you an email with some resources that you can look through to start learning now. And then I also say, and here's where I was able to sign her up as a coach. I said, I do want to make you aware of an option that you have when purchasing a challenge pack. You can sign up as a coach and your fee will be waived. Being a coach is basically what I do, but if it will help you save money on future purchases, and you can simply cancel both Shakeology and coaching if you do not feel like it's the right option for you in the future. I know 95% of my challengers continue to use Shakeology beyond the first 30 days because they love it so much, and I rarely have people not wanting to use it. So anyway, I just wanted to make you aware of that up front. If you decide to go ahead with that option and become a coach for the discount, or even to inspire other people, let me know and I will give you the link because it's different than the one above. I think that's it. Yay, I'm excited. Let me know if you have any questions. So she decided to take advantage of signing up as a coach. She did ask me, she actually said that she found my website and found the coaching link, did it on her own. She signed up as a coach. I asked her to shoot me over your coach ID number when you get it, and I can check on it to see if you become, once you pop up in my back office. In the meantime, as soon as I get your ID number, I'm going to send you a welcome email for the Commit to Fit Challenge group, and I will also send you the new coach welcome email that has detailed instructions on how to get started and what you can expect in your first month as a coach. Congrats and welcome to the team. So basically, you guys, that is the breakdown of a conversation that I have with someone. I am going back and forth. I'm letting them talk about themselves. I'm telling them what I can offer them in relationship to what their goals are and their needs. I didn't just say, oh, great, here's the link, let's sign up. You know, I'm really taking the time to find out more about that customer and what they need. I was able to, you know, kind of step past that cost objection by pointing out what the benefits are and showing her why she needed what I was offering to her. So now I have had a couple of other people who have given me some objections about price before. Somebody who said that they didn't want the Shakeology and they weren't really sure much about it. So what I did is, let me see if I said, okay, she wanted more information about it because she didn't really understand why it was so expensive, and she didn't understand why, I just explained to her why I like it. Stories sell, you guys. Facts tell, stories sell. So I gave her a little bit of facts, but I told her my story as to why I liked it, because I know a little bit about this person, and I knew that she had a daughter and that this was going to benefit her and her family as well too. So I said, here's a link where you can find out a bunch of information on Shakeology if you want the real specifics. But basically, I was a skeptic too. I tried it, and to be honest, I hated it, but I never had anyone really explain to me anything about it or how to make it. So a year later, when I was having complications internally from having my daughter, a friend recommended it. I took it to my doctor, and she said it would look great, that it looked great, and to give it a try. So I stopped taking all my supplements except for folic acid, and I kept on a fish oil. I told her that it helped clear up my issues with my daughter, and that she actually started sleeping better and wasn't cranky anymore. And then as time passed, I started drinking it as a way to get what I needed for my vitamins and nutrients for the day, because I was just so dang busy, and it was easier for me to have a shake than it is for me to eat lunch. I hate lunch. I'm a chocoholic, so this helps me to stay on track and avoid my midday crash. I don't need a nap anymore. I didn't when I had a newborn. And so now her tune is switching because she's hearing things that she is experiencing herself as well. She says, wow, I need that in my life. I eat clean, but she said, myself and my daughter could always use more superfoods in our diet. So I said, she mentioned her daughter. So now I switched my tune and started talking about my daughter. I said, now with my daughter and the way she's been eating, her pediatrician said to give it to her. Yeah, that's a lot of my problem. I'm busy and not a lot of time. My daughter's picky. My daughter drinks and this is me, my daughter drinks a half a scoop. I usually just make one shake and I split it between my kids. My daughter decides when she feels like eating. She's so tiny, and they were starting to be worried about her growth. So I feel that this was a perfect, I can't think of the word. But yeah, I said, I feel like this would be perfect for her. It is a bit of an investment, or she said, that would be perfect. I said, it's a bit of an investment, but the way I look at it is that we replace things in our grocery bill daily. It's cheaper than any lunch I could grab fast food wise. And at $3.74 per serving as a coach, I can't beat that. And if it means that myself and my kids are healthier, then I'm willing to invest in that. And so is my husband. I especially like it since the doctor wants her drinking it as well too. It's pretty great. She said, that's awesome. I'm definitely interested. How much does it run? I said, it's $130 a bag, 30 days. And as a coach, it's $97. And she said, how do I become a coach? Done. And she's signing up as a coach later. So it's basically just finding what your customers need to hear. You need to listen to that. And if you don't have a story like that, you don't have a daughter that needs help nutrition wise, then tell the story of somebody that did. You don't have to tell your story. You can tell the story about, somebody else. When it comes to coaching, if you need to hear a story about, if you get an objection, well, I'm from a really small town, or I'm really shy, tell Mindy Wender's story. If you hear somebody that talks about thyroid issues and how they're worried about the shakes in their thyroid, tell Brandy Botts' story. You want to talk about stories that are going to help these people. And if you don't know, ask somebody on the team if anybody has a story. I have stories from people who have Crohn's disease. There's people on our team who have Crohn's that are recovering from Shakeology. You want to look for the benefit. That's the benefit of having a great team, is that we have stories. everybody, every one of us, and we have customers that have stories. So ask, but you want to be telling stories. So the last little part of this, and then I'll let you guys go for the day, is, you know, once you get this person into a challenge group, like what are you doing and how do you convert that person from the, like, what is my conversation with that person to go from a customer to a coach? Well, a lot of it has to do with how you engage with your challengers in your challenge group. You need to make sure that your challenge groups are adding so much value, that your customers are getting to know you personally. What I've found lately and the success that I've been having is that instead of just posting up like a little picture, I've been posting little video clips of myself, telling them about what's working for me, or giving them an example of a tip that helped me when I first started with eating clean or with working out, giving them examples of books that I read, or great websites or resources that they can use to help themselves out. They're hearing my voice. They're getting to know me. So it's not just like I'm a picture that's up there with the words and the day and the challenge. They're actually seeing me. They're getting to know me, and they feel confident in who I am, and they feel like I'm their friend. And I feel like that is super, super important when it comes to being able to convert a challenger to a coach in a much easier way. So make sure that your challenge groups are adding value, that you are sharing your journey and what worked for you. Don't just ask them about like sweaty selfies and things like that. Basically, the way that I look at a challenge group now is I look at a challenge group as you're training them. You are training them to be a coach. You are training them to be able to leave you in this group in 30 days and be 100% confident that they are going to stay motivated, that they have the resources that they need to build their own meal plans, to be able to eat clean, shop wisely, stay on track. You know, you want to give them all of that info and all of those resources so that they feel confident to do it themselves. Another reason why when you hit them with that, you know, hey girl, I think you'd be an amazing coach, they're not surprised, because now they feel like, hey, heck yeah, I could be a really great coach because I've learned a lot. Like, I feel confident in what I'm doing now. So, you know, I ask people at the end of the group what they feel they got the most out of. Like, what do they feel they improved on the most? I am asking them what they are proud of themselves for. And if they feel confident enough to go on to that next step. Are they ready to do it by themselves? Are they ready to inspire other people? Or do they want to just get a discount? Like, what do they feel is that next step? But I'm also personally messaging people. And in my personal message to people, I'm generally trying to point out things that I think would make them a great coach. So let me find, here we go. So here's a message that I sent to somebody after the challenge group was over. I said, hey girl, congrats. I'm so excited that you loved the group. I'm so excited for you to join us on our next challenge group, because she's already rolled into the next challenge. I said, so many people look to you already as an inspiration. And I'm also running a little group on Facebook that's talking about coaching. What is it? How to build a business on social media, how to make money, etc. It's 5 days starting now, and it's free. There's no obligations. I wanted to invite you to join us because I think you'd make an amazing coach. Let me know. I also need your address, blah, 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 blah. So these are just things that, you know, I'm telling her that I think she would make an amazing coach. I'm telling her that people are already being inspired by her. When she reached out afterwards and said that she she said she feels like she sees things on TV and that she's always telling everyone about it, and she's trying to lose the weight herself. She gave me all of the standard objections that you would hear. I'm not really there yet myself. I'm getting it off. It's stressful, but she said, I'm ready to give it a try. That's, you know, I kind of handled all of those objections for her, and she said she's ready to give it a try. So she's in our group right now. She's reading about everything. She's filled out an application and she's ready to sign up. So it's just really about presenting that to them. You have to ask them if it's something that they're ready for. And what I do is throughout the challenge, I kind of give them like little pats on the back, like, you know, hey girl, you're doing a great job. Thank you so much. You're kind of like my co-captain or co-pilot for this group. I love that you're lifting up so-and-so, you're inspiring them. You know, thank you so much for posting that great tip that they posted. Like she was posting some great tips in the group for other people about nutrition and things like that. So I thanked her for that as we were going along. And that way, when I asked her the question that I just shared with you guys and kind of pointed out that I think she would be a great coach, there really wasn't any surprise there. So, and she saw that and she understood why she would make a good coach. So anyway, that's about it, you guys. I think I covered everything that I wanted to cover for you. If you guys have any questions for me or if you want to know more, then please feel free. You can leave your questions in the comments of the video or of the post in the Team Fit Force page, and I will do my best to try and answer them for you guys. But I really hope this helps out. Moral of the call today is add value in your challenge groups, add value in your conversations, show value to your customers in your conversations. Make sure that you're going back and forth a lot. Don't just give them a link, and get to know them. Be really caring and want to help them reach their goals and, you know, make them see why they should work with you. So that's it, guys. Have a great day. I will talk to you guys later. Let's pull the I can't talk today. Let's pull Success Club together. We've got about, I think, 3 more days left until we hit Success Club. So let's rock it out. Everybody be pushing to hit 5. Start doing those invites. Set an invite goal for yourself between now and the 31st and try and hit that. You know, set the bar high, challenge yourself and see what happens. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Bye.